Uh, it's not just the question of a maid, it could be any visitor or anybody into the house. When they are coming in, you do not know whether they have got infected on the way or in their living area, or if in their living household itself, if somebody is working somewhere else. So you increase the number of possibilities. Today you are all quarantined, you are at home, but now you are allowing one person. Many people give the excuse of saying that person doesn't work anywhere else, only here. Okay, if you take that, but just imagine where all that person would have gone, where all in their neighborhood, what is the contamination. So the possibility of spread increases. So when we talk of isolation, when we talk of this, then no to these visitors and maid. But some people are so dependent that they can't live without them. Either it's too elderly people or handicapped people, or for some reasons, they can't help themselves and they need help. They should ensure that they should have a discussion with the maid to reduce their contacts. If their house permits, they should give them a place to stay there, outside or in the house or whatever. Or if at all they come, they should wear mask and have gloves to sanitize themselves very well. And then wherever they are there, the distancing has to be maintained. The 2 meter distancing has to be maintained. And each day they enter, their temperature checking has to be done. The history about their overall health has to be taken, and care has to be given that way. So when such external persons are there inside the house, even household people will have to wear mask and move around, maintaining the social distancing. Hope I have answered the question.
Yes, sir, you have. Now, last few questions to Dr. Prasanna, sir. Two questions from a doctor. Number one, people are just gobbling up tablets, vitamin C, zinc, or how safe are these tablets if it is taken in excess? That is one. Second question, again from a doctor, rapid antigen test. What is the role of this? These two questions, can you take it?
Yeah. See, Dr. Satyanarayana Mysore also spoke about taking prophylactic vitamins and zinc. Taking zinc to the extent of 50 or 150 milligram per day and up to 1000 milligram of vitamin C is safe. Okay, it doesn't cause vitamin C. We all know is a water-soluble vitamin. It has no long-term toxic effects, so that can be consumed safely. But people should resist from taking other Ayurvedic products or other homeopathic products which are untested. Somebody had put a question about arsenic alba. Okay. So these are untested territories and we don't have any scientific data to back them. So what I suggest is, as long as you take regular B complex, vitamin C, all the B complexes have zinc in that. So just take a B complex which has zinc and don't overload it. As Dr. Satyanarayan clearly told, we don't want a hyperimmune response to the virus. So you just keep your immune level at normal levels. Don't hyper use it. That's all. And eat natural sources of zinc than taking tablets. So this should be the suggestion to everyone. And second one was rapid antigen testing. See, this will be the game changer, Dr. Ilan, because all these days RT-PCR sometimes takes 1 day, sometimes take 2 days. Because the drawback with RT-PCR is they need certain amount of samples to test it at a go. You can't do 1 or 10 at a time. You need 100 or 200, like that it goes on. So even in private sector like Apollo Hospital, sometimes it's taking 2 days to do the RT-PCR and give the report. So rapid antigen testing kit has been tested in Ballari and now I think in Belgavi. They are making it available in Bangalore shortly. This will be the game changer. This will be the game changer where we can do more number of testing and we know the result instantaneously within an hour, which can be done and then we can segregate the patient, isolate it or start treatment.
Yes, sir. Now the next part of the question is this, I think one of my patients has asked. If that whatever that WhatsApp forward which was going, again, all WhatsApp educated people, droplet infections can be prevented by social distancing. So if there is social distancing, why use a mask? And that is the question. Can you Yes, sir. Elaborate
Yes.
why both are required. Yes.
But whenever there is a droplet, like somebody sneezes or coughs, these droplets, micro droplets are in the air. We know that if a room is well ventilated and it has cross ventilation, within few minutes the droplets are dispersed. But if it's a closed enclosure, the droplets will stay in the air for 6 to 8 hours and then they will settle down. So that's why we need to wear a mask. And Dr. Srinivasan was very clear. Everybody in the household no need to wear a N95 mask, which is exorbitantly priced, and there are a lot of duplicates in the market. Mainly, you will not be getting the original ones. Even though you are rich, you don't need to buy that. A 3-ply surgical mask, which you discard every 8 hours, properly in a closed bin. Don't leave it outside. That is more than enough to take care of the home isolation patients or our own safety.
Okay, sir. That